Hi, my name's Nathan. I run the Daily Crumb YouTube channel. I used to run it. I used to upload my animations and short films on there, usually parodies of Doctor Who, The Sims, and then just a whole bunch of random other stuff. And they gained a bit of success at the time, especially the Doctor Who ones. And just wanted to update you because I haven't uploaded anything in a very long time, especially any parodies or anything. So I did stop animating as much because I was really trying to find monetary gain doing something I really loved, and as much as I loved animation, it really wasn't bringing any money in, and working really hard on a animation that was at the end of the day a parody, which I enjoy doing, but it wasn't true to what I wanted to produce. So my own stories, my own characters, and that contradiction there where I couldn't make what I felt like making, but I also wanted to earn money, but then I would do things I thought could earn money on YouTube, and that just didn't work out for all that time. So I loved learning and improving, and I would use these parodies to try and improve my animation skills, but it's just time consuming with real life, real jobs, things like that come first, unfortunately. But I didn't stop there, and that's kind of what I wanted to make this video about. I've been busy ever since, all the time. So the last thing that came out on this channel was a trailer for my first comic magazine or comic book, self-published, and that was this one, Timothy and the Time Travel Shoes, which I wonder if I've got a date on there. If I was smart, I would. I don't think I do. Oh, I do. Story was written 2013 to 2015, and then it was published 2018, so a while ago. But anyway, I'm very proud of this one. There's not many copies left. Contact me if you like one. It's about a kid with some time travel shoes, and fun fact, he doesn't actually wear them in the story. I'll just double check that. Yeah, he doesn't actually wear them in the story. Hilarious. What's interesting about this comic is it is a story, but it's in the form of newspaper comic strips, because I was kind of hoping it would be in a newspaper one day. It was not. But I was still inspired, so I carried on, found a local town newspaper, and I created a completely new comic strip called Walpole Kids, and that comic strip did appear in many newspapers where I live, in my area, all free, not much monetary gain at all, but there was some other sides to it. I did another 2 self-published books from the comics that I was doing in the newspapers. That was daily, no, not daily, I was thinking of Daily Crumb. That was weekly, until that was sort of around the pandemic, so I could be working, I could be making stuff. And then eventually it turned into fortnightly comics, and then eventually I had to stop. But I did also make a documentary that starred the characters. I did do a very short bit of animation for it, and I got local children to voice the characters, and I interviewed a whole bunch of artists for this documentary. So if you're interested in that, go check out Walpole Kids Meet the Artists. Yeah, the full documentary is on YouTube. If you're interested in these books, just contact me, let me know. So the next thing that I did, I spent about 1.5 years making Grand Theft Auto videos about an old man who really loves flamingos, and he also released a bunch of hip-hop songs, which was in collaboration with a friend of mine. So something I'm really proud of is this 1.5 years worth of episodes of me playing role play of an old man on a GTA server, with multiple GTA servers, where he interacts with a bunch of people who are pretending to be police officers and other stuff. And these people, they take it really seriously. They research US police law, medical stuff. Like, they do it all really seriously. So if you, as far as drive through a red light, they will get you. And I thought that was quite funny, so I pretended to be an old man and bothered them. I called it George Bothers. So if you want to look that up, it's George Bothers or George Plays GTA. Should be able to find it. It'll be somewhere. It's somewhere on YouTube. I think it's sort of falling down the algorithm now, but it features an old man. And I actually made some machinimas with that. So there's like 3 episodes, but one of them is really cool. I got a bunch of people to fly helicopters and do car chase and do a big story arc featuring this old man character in this GTA world. So that was fun. And George, the old man George, actually appears in my Walpole Kids comic strip. He had such a presence that I couldn't get rid of him. I can't find him right now, but he's in there. So, before I mentioned I did some hip-hop songs with a collaboration with my friend as an old man. I did do that. But I also made a bunch of music by myself and with my friend as well, you know, not an old man. So if you check out Artificial Colours on YouTube or Artificial Colours on Spotify, we've made two albums collaboration, and I've made two solo albums. And the latest song from our collaboration is called Economy, and there's a music video for that as well, which is embarrassing. And my latest song is called The Morning Song. Yeah, so I've been kind of busy. Walpole Kids became relatively successful, more successful than pretty much anything I've done in some form. Obviously the Doctor Who animations were very popular, but with Walpole Kids I was able to go on the radio interview, do a live comic reading, do a speech, a really long speech, which you can find on YouTube as well, a really long speech about Walpole Kids. So that's about it. Oh, I did write a play as well. I've written a play. I spent 2 years writing a play called Duncan's Art Room, and it was a really interesting process. I've got some playbooks here I was reading to try and get into it, because I live remote, so I can't actually see theatre, but I've seen a bunch of theatre in the past, and it just really inspired me. So I decided to write a play about my struggles, my mental struggles, I suppose. And it is a fantasy, it is a fiction, but based on some realities. And it was a really interesting process, because I kept thinking I was finished, and then I wasn't, and I kept thinking I was finished, and I wasn't, and I kept thinking I finished. That happened a countless amount of times. Redraft, this line isn't missing, this line is pointless. It was really interesting, which is very different to when I'm doing the comics, where it's like, this is either a good idea or a bad idea. I'll pick it, it's a good idea, draw it, draft, it takes a little while, and then that's finished, that's done, next comic. So yeah, no, it was interesting. But I've not submitted that yet. But yeah, that's something to look forward to in the future, maybe. Another thing so if you like this video, I'm thinking maybe of doing another one where I show off some of my stuff in my studio, because I'm sat here because it's one of the most comfortable spots for me. I'm around the things that I love, like my comic books, my playbooks, a TARDIS, Snoopy comics, and then more stuff that is out of shot, Doctor Who figurines, Studio Ghibli figurines, etc. This is, by the way, this is my MIDI keyboard. When I first started making music, by the way, I don't really call myself a musician. I don't memorise, I don't really know chord names or anything. But when I first started, I was actually using a laptop keyboard, and I used it so much that the keys fell off. A laptop keyboard. Anyway, I got this, much better, and it's in pretty good condition, considering I've had it for maybe 3 years now. But it's very satisfying, although it's quite small, but it's fun. It's better than a laptop keys, for sure, for sure. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you, goodbye.